Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome on in. If you are new here, I'm Astrologer Victoria from Your Wings of Ascension. And this is your very heavy weekend forecast for Saturday, Sunday, July 22nd, 23rd of 2023. Oh my word, friends, we have a lot going on. We have this cardinal fixed cross. We have Venus retrograde. We have Sun moving into Leo. There is a lot to unpack here. So let's just jump right into it. All right, my friends. So as I said, we have a lot. So we have this grand cross formed between these cardinal points here, the opposition to Sun, Pluto, which we talked about yesterday. And then we have the North and South node, which we know are always in, opposition to each other. That's just the nature of how they work. But we have this cross now because the Sun is squaring the North node, squaring the South node. Pluto is squaring the North node and Pluto is squaring the South node. So there is a lot of tension in this chart. What this basically looks like is a very uncomfortable moment with Sun opposition to Pluto, of a spotlight being shined in the very back of our closet of all the things we have hidden past the skeletons that we don't want to be seen. All of the things that we have been doing for or because of Pluto and Capricorn, the themes, the systems, the beliefs from external sources that have been put upon us that we continue to live through in ourself, the Sun, what we need for us, these systems that aren't working, these Capricornian themes that aren't working, we're feeling that. The spotlight's being shown on it. What isn't working for you, the individual? The square over to the North node, with the North node now in Aries, where we are stepping into ourselves. Side note, I did do a long video on the nodes and what they mean for each rising sign, so go check those out. That might help you out here. But this square to the North node in Aries is all of the things, again, that we have been doing and believing because of this Pluto Capricorn, these Capricornian systems from outside institutions, where we have been living, what we have been doing that is preventing us from being our unique individual self. The Sun and Pluto are just spotlight glaring onto where we have been failing in being true to ourselves. We look at our South node over here in Libra, which is about our one-to-one relationships. And we are having this intense interrogation spotlight shown on us, on these systems again from institutions that we have been following that are not in alignment with us. So the idea for the South node here, the idea of relationships from Hollywood, that ain't real. And we all follow that ideal, not all, but many. And it's not true to us. It's not true to who we are and what we need. That spotlight is showing you, where have you been following an outside influence and not your own heart? Go back over to the North node. An example of that can be, we have this belief system from this Capricornian system that we have to get up, work a 9 to 5, make money, pay bills. That's life. It doesn't really jive for most of us and our belief of life really is. It goes against our human nature. We are not slaves to a system, but this Capricorn outside system tells us we are, and we've got to break free from that. This Grand Cross is huge pressure, huge tension, and massive discomfort. But it's for our own growth. Now, it doesn't really resonate because it doesn't show, but Venus will go retrograde Saturday night. I have a video to break down all of the Venus stuff going on, but basically this is an incredibly karmic time where we are reviewing our belief systems, our value systems, our relationship needs, beliefs, wants, our relationships with money, our relationship with our own self-worth. So we are going back and we are looking at what we truly need in these fields. That ain't easy either, friends. But this is all happening at the same time because we need it to. We have got to shake off these Capricornian shackles. It's time for us to step into who we are. Sorry for the cut, my friends. My battery died. So, Sunday, we have the sun now in Leo. So this cross, this well, it's not really a cardinal cross anymore because the sun is in Leo. I wrote right over the south node, but you get it. This grand cross here, we are still feeling it. But the sun is now in Leo. So we have moved from a conscious awareness in the house of the moon, which is our subconscious, our emotional self, which is a little confusing and watery, to our conscious awareness being in the house of Leo, which is the house of our heart. So now we are able to a little bit more clearly see where we have been not living to our true self. We have been living to these Capricornian standards that are not who we really are. We also have today Mercury in Leo squaring Uranus. So this conversation here is going to trigger us mentally. Our heart is in our head. Our head is in our heart. We are thinking with our heart. This square to Uranus, which is in Taurus, which is very grounded, which is very earthy. We connect in with the material world here. We shake up the material world. Our mind being in this square to this place can be a little bit touchy because we know what we believe, we say what we believe, but it may not mesh up with what we've got. So again, this is us finding a balance, an understanding of what is true to us, what we believe deep within our soul, deep within our hearts, and we hold on to that and we adjust to the world around us. While we may have certain beliefs, it may not be within our earthly limitations to be there yet, right? Example, I fully believe a world that is unconditionally loving is the answer. When we unconditionally love, there is no lack. There is no hurt. There is no sorrow, no judgment, no guilt, no fear, no shame, because we love ourselves and we love others. Right now, I can't just make that happen. I wish I could, but I can't. So it's not within my earthly it's outside of my earthly limitations right here, right now. Does that make sense? That's kind of going to be pushing us. We do get the moon moving in to Libra, and the Libra moon, well, yes, the south node is in Libra, so we could fall back into the codependent relationships. Moon in Libra wants harmony. So we are able to balance out, Libra is the scales, it balances this understanding of, I know unconditional love is the answer, but I also know the world isn't there yet. So what do? That's how I live my life. I drop the judgment of myself. I drop judgment of others. I interact with all the same. I give the grace to myself and to others when mistakes are made. That kind of thing. That Libra moon helps us with that. This is a wild time. I know it is. But here's the thing, and I'm going to come big cam to talk about this one. Here is the truth of all of this. This is all by divine plan. This is going to happen whether we want it to or not. And because we are all here right now, our soul chose to come here at this time. And the wait list to get here in a human body on the planet Earth right now is very long. So if you're here now, congratulations to you. You have been selected and you wanted to be here for this. You have something within you that's going to help this great awakening of humanity, because that's what this is. This whole conglomerate of the last few years, right now in the next few years, is the human awakening. We are becoming aware of who we truly are and what we truly want. While I know this is difficult, all of it, this grand cross, all of this back and forth with who am I? What am I? What do I know? Even the idea of human incarnation can be hard right now. But trusting the sacred truths within your heart will help you through this. Make the changes that come up. Be brave. And I know it's not easy. There have been massive shifts in my personal life that I have cried over. I have lost sleep over. It has been gut-wrenching to let certain things go. But when you do, and you step into the next phase, oh, it is so rewarding. And don't we all want that for ourselves and our collective? Is that not the goal? To leave the world better than when we came into it? That's what this is. So if you're here now, you chose to be here and you were chosen to be here. So step into your sacred truths, become the individual leader you were meant to be. I know it feels like this is a heavy moment, but friends, it is, and it's divinely perfect. All you have to do is connect in here. Your heart has all of the answers. As I tell you every time, you've got this. We've got this. I know we as a collective have this because you can feel it. You can feel the change. You can feel the desire. You know it's there. We all want something more. It's just a matter of whether we allow ourselves to have it or not. I don't know about you, but I sure am gonna. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure everyone around me does too. You've got this. We've got this. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Stay in your heart space. Be strong. I will see you all on Monday.